I almost forgot doing this episode because I need to stop making promises. So, Darkseid being fused with Thanos. A pretty simple fusion because Thanos was created after Darkseid appeared. There's like a really small gap between these two characters, like a year or two. But, matter of fact, this Darkseid and Thanos fusion was the main cataclysm of this whole entire thing being a thing. Sure, I thought the Wonder Woman Black Panther fusion a year ago was good, because they both represent people who were mistreated. And this one, I thought it'd be cool since I'm just gonna mix the normal Darkseid with what Thanos is at in the MCU. A anti-villain. So, let's start how this new race will be born. The New Titans. No, not the comic book. That's what his new name. That's his species names. Apparently, in the DC Comics, the new gods appeared after the old gods and their home planet literally split apart. But instead of that, Titans were in the category of this war, so the planet never got unmerged in a weird way. But the gods were killed, but the old Titans were dying. So they gave life to the new Titans. And boy, they will be going through what the regular Titans were going through. Sure, they had godlike powers, but not as much. Matter of fact, Thanos' side, yes, apparently that's what Marvel and DC thought the name should be. Well, I kind of think it was a good idea. So, or what I will call him in this moment, the Mad New Titan. The new Mad Titan. Or whatever, which one I go with. It's practically like Darkseid's origin story wants to look for the anti-life, but the mixture of Thanos looking for the Infinity Stones to bring balance to the universe. Those are things will happen along with the new Titans. That means their home planet is dying out, and many other things. Even the beings who worshipped them were all dead. And Thanos' side, well, he thought he had a perfect reason to bring peace. And he really wanted to bring peace to this world. To his world. He suggested the half-life answer. But he will go in the route of trying to conquer his home. Since he was one of the most powerful new Titans, he was very hard to beat. Even making the war, like, it seemed like the war never ended and it just lived in this Thanos side guy. So he was able to be beaten and banished from his home. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna call him Dark Thanos. You can judge me, but I'm not gonna call him Thanos side. It's too weird. Don't know why I went something. Dark Thanos simply went for his whole entire thing. Learning how the anti-life could possibly help him conquer the universe. But the problem is, he doesn't want to truly strip away their willpower. But he feels like if there another way, he will use that other way. So when he was figuring a way how to go back home, someone told him about the Infinity Stones. And they were way more powerful, whatever this anti-life Dark Thanos was thinking about. Because it will literally bend the universe from the beginning and end. So Dark Thanos got an idea. He will look for the Infinity Stones since it's pretty easy to find them. Because apparently in the DC Comics, the anti-life equation is hard to find. Boy, that's a annoying tax, but when Darkseid fails, Thanos succeeds it. succeeds, so he's gonna look for the Infinity Stones. But he will go back to his home before he looks for the stones. And just like Titan, the home world of Dark Thanos is gone. But something was left in his sight. What his people were creating was the Omega Effect. He realized it was not complete, so he will do what his people should have done. Wipe out half, but he will do it on a larger scale. Wipe out half of the universe, because the planets he traveled to were poor and most of them were hungry. And also realizing there are some rules that were not fair on planets, because how they look like or what their color was. So Dark Thanos completes the Omega Effect. And with the Omega Effect, he is strong enough to possibly wield the Infinity Stones. So, he will go to the Forge, where Mjolnir was created. But the dwarves knew what Dark Thanos was going to use, but he won't be going for a whole entire glove. He wants to spread them out throughout his body. Time, space for his legs, power and reality, soul and mind, aka making a whole entire armor set. But one of the many dwarves summoned, Thor and the others. And somehow the Greek gods knew about him as well. Because apparently, one time Dark Thanos killed a Greek god. Because he was mistreating that planet. But thanks to the Omega Effect, all the gods were slaughtered. But Shazam was there along with Thor. Those stories will come later. So yeah, Dark Thanos wipes out the mini dwarves and gains his Affinity armor. He's now ready to look for the Infinity Stones, but with people who he had, traveled to, who agreed he was not that crazy, decided to join him. Means, darkseid, Dark Thanos, has his army, even having his own parademons as well, from the remains of dead dwarves. Yeah, be surprised when I convince someone to draw that. Fear the giant dwarf parademon! Roar! But yeah, this will mainly lead up to the fusion of Infinity War / Endgame to, I guess, the final parts in the Justice League cartoon show. Either way, but now Dark Thanos realized with the Infinity Stones he could rewrite the universe's whole entire past and future. But the thing that could destroy that is the anti-life equation. So he won't just be looking for the Infinity Stones, he will be looking for the anti-life equation, possibly using the stones to destroy the anti-life. Because he wants to rule supreme, and this time he won't have to take any willpower from anyone. So his conquest to find the Infinity Stones and destroy the anti-life equation begins. This will soon lead up to a big climactic story when I reach the point. And I do feel like I will have to remake these videos, but this time with the art. And many YouTubers have uploaded many of their contact and many of their contacts again, but in better quality. So, when I finally get a microphone and many other things our way, see ya, and yeah, subscribe, and you don't have to hit the bell. See ya. I just said that twice.